he like to be at home? Why does he always feel so grumpy or look so grumpy when he's at home? But then for some reason, when we're out with his friends or when he's at work, he's thriving there. You see so much joy in him. It's because he's receiving respect. He's going to find respect in the relationships where he receives it. And if that's the case, we've got to figure out a way to understand that there is a true need for a man to be able to receive respect.
Let me explain why this happens. Once, an uncle of mine, watching how I interacted with my girlfriend back in the day, told me a phrase that stuck with me. Nephew, learn to show weakness in your needs and strength in your boundaries. And there's the key, my friends. Nowadays, many men are strong in their needs but weak in their boundaries. First, let's talk about those boundaries. When you're in a serious relationship with a woman, it's essential to discuss your red lines. Those things you won't tolerate even in your wildest dreams. It could be that you don't allow disrespect like her raising her voice at you. Those girls' trips that seem straight out of a movie. Male friends who might have other intentions, not answering your calls or letting men into your house when you're not around. Anything that makes you raise an eyebrow, you need to tell your woman. The problem is that many men are afraid to tell their partner what they don't like. They stay silent, putting up with disrespect, but they have no problem setting others straight. That's why you see everyone respects them except their partner, who keeps crossing their boundaries as if they were imaginary lines. So when she crosses your limits, you leave, you go, you act accordingly to her disrespect. I always say, if you warn twice, the third time you act. You don't say anything. You just leave. You make it clear with actions. I bet anything she won't do it again because she respects her man and knows what's coming if she does. But anyway, I'll explain the rest later.
All right, gentlemen. I got a lovely young woman asking a question that many women have. Let's hear what it is.
Why do men have this irrational fear that women are going to use them for money that they don't have?
Oh, the dripping condescension. Did you hear it? Irrational fear. It's irrational to worry that you might lose everything if you get involved in a relationship with a woman. I mean, apparently no guy has ever lost anything after a relationship with a woman has ended, because the only way that fear would be irrational would be if indeed that statement were true. Yet we all know it's not. I mean, I myself lost everything in a divorce, and I've had many friends who've lost everything in a divorce. And oh, by the way, those other millions of men that have gone through divorce, guess what? They've lost everything too. Which means her claim that men's fear is irrational is, well, yep, you guessed it, irrational. Let's see what else she has to say.
Like, sir, you have lawn chairs in your house. You are safe.
No, I laugh every time I hear women make this claim. They actually believe that all single men, really all of them, have lawn chairs as their furniture, which is laughable at best. But here's the point that she doesn't want to hear. It's not about where you're at now, it's where you're going to be in the future. Because let's say you're in your early 20s. You decide to get married. Yeah, at the time you might have very little. That's the way almost all of us started out. But over time, you build things up. You grow a family, you buy a house, you get a nice car, you start building your retirement, and you start enjoying life. And then she gets bored. She decides that, well, she can do better. Chad down the street, he's going to be interested in her. So she files for divorce. Suddenly, everything you've accumulated over the past few years is right out the window. Because she's going to get the house, she's going to get the nice car, she's going to get the kids, and oh yeah, a nice portion of his income for the next few years. Leaving him so broke that he ends up, wait for it, with lawn chairs as his furniture. Funny how that is. She doesn't lose anything. All that wealth is transferred, and they know that, which is why they're the ones filing for divorce 80% of the time. Heck, they've even come up with a phrase for it. It's called a starter marriage. Then you see comments like this, that it's irrational for men to fear this. They should just sign up for it. Be willing to lose everything. Yet it happens to millions upon millions of men every single day. And when men look at that, the rational decision is to walk away from relationships and marriage. The rational decision is to understand there is no benefit. The risk far, far outweighs the reward. And men have finally come to that realization, which is why they're walking away. They're done. So you ladies can continue to mock us for it. I don't really see how that benefits you. But if it does, by all means. Because in the end, the men are the ones who come out ahead.
It's definitely not an irrational or made-up fear. There are proofs and studies that back it up. Women initiate more divorces, and in some cases have come out financially ahead after one or more divorces. Yes, you heard that right. It's not fear of that. It's fear that she'll legally walk away with my money. Because, let's be honest, the system finds it convenient to take from the man to give to the woman. That's why we see women in their 30s looking for a provider to offer long-term financial security. And it's no coincidence that the divorce rate between ages 43 and 50 is 45%, right when the family has paid off assets like the house. Quite the coincidence. And why do you think the marriage rate in this country is between 27 and 33 years old? And divorces happen at 39 and 40. There's almost always a 7 to 8 year gap, which is when an average family finishes paying off their home. The math doesn't lie. The order of numbers doesn't change the outcome. Marriage, my friends, financially doesn't benefit a man.
He doesn't want you. That's why he's not making plans with you. I've got a lot of single girls in this family, and we did have this chat last year, but it seems like we need another one. And of course I can speak on this because this is how I got wiped up and had all of you. My kids. You're like, I can't wait to listen. He doesn't listen to me. If he wanted you, you would know. He would do anything. He would swim through shark-infested waters. He would move heaven and earth. He would walk barefoot on broken glass just to get to you. If he wanted you. He's not calling because he doesn't want you. He's not texting you because he doesn't want you. I know I sound harsh, but sometimes a mother needs to give tough love. You've heard it before. If he wanted to, he would. Because if he wanted to, he would. Here's the mindset switch, though. A man will really love a woman who really loves herself. And she really prioritizes herself. Take your power back. Take it. You are not a desperate person. When you love yourself so much more than you love them, I promise you, the right one will come along. You are that bitch. I love you.
One of the disturbing, very disturbing, blatant abuses of government in Project 2025 is the idea that they want to track women's pregnancies, they want to track where they're going, they want to track everything. What could be more repulsive than the government watching my daughter and granddaughter and trying to control their bodies and what they're doing with their lives?
In search of top-notch solutions for your industrial finishing projects? Look no further than Great Lakes Finishing Solutions, your trusted partner in facilities maintenance and improvements. We specialize in interior and exterior painting, pressure washing, media blasting, industrial coatings, line striping, safety marking, and more. Our qualified and certified contractors get the job done right the first time. Visit GreatLakesFinishingSolutions.com to be connected to your expert finishing contractor today.
Stop it. Get some help. There's something many women don't understand. Men discard in silence. Here comes the second part of my uncle's wise advice. Learn to show weakness in your needs. He was referring to using your needs as tests for women, especially if you're considering something serious. Let me give you some examples. Imagine you're at work grinding away for 9 hours, and your woman calls you, "Honey, where are you?" "I want to see you." You reply, "I'm tired. I've been working nonstop for 9 hours and I haven't eaten anything." You stay silent waiting for her reaction. If she says, "Well, when you're done and have eaten something, give me a call," that woman just failed the test, my friend. Another example, you tell your girl you're going out on Friday. Friday comes and she calls to confirm. You say, "Sorry, babe, I had an unexpected expense and don't have any money. Plus, I'm a bit tired from work." You wait for her response. If she says, Okay, we'll go out another day. She has failed once again. You're showing a weakness in a need you could handle yourself, but you want to see her react. If in the first case, she doesn't say, "Come over to my place, I'll cook something for you," or "I'll bring you something to eat at your place, honey." And in the second case, she doesn't say, "Baby, take a shower. I'll pick you up and it's my treat." If she doesn't perform acts of service for her, she doesn't love you. That woman isn't wife material. When you stop being useful to her, she'll leave because she doesn't have genuine interest in you. So, pay attention to those signals. As my uncle used to say, forewarned is forearmed. And in this case, he was absolutely right.
Absolutely insane how much women expect from men that they're only dating. Men in the early dating stages do not owe you anything. Only thing a man owes you is connection, compatibility, a little bit of attention, but you're not his woman yet. Why does he have to pay your bills, buy you gifts, take you out on expensive dates, prove that he can earn your love? That's absolutely wild how some women act in the early dating stages. Men don't owe you anything. They have other responsibilities, bills as well. However, if you're his woman, then he can spoil you. You should never expect it. I'm just saying, women have a convoluted idea of how dating should be and what dating actually is about. Absolutely wild. Absolutely insane. Men don't owe you anything while dating.
Totally agree, my friends. This is where what I mentioned earlier comes into play. Nowadays, men sometimes mess up because when wooing a woman, we try to cover all her needs. Wanting to be her superhero, her dad, her everything. And what happens? The woman never covers the man's needs. Sometimes,
Domination.
as I said, it's because
Contact here. Capture all objectives. Keep them secure. We're taking Bravo. We've taken
Flash
the
out.
lead. We're losing Alpha. We control Bravo. We're losing Charlie. Enemy's taking Alpha. Enemy's securing Bravo.
Semtex out.
We're losing Alpha.
Throwing flash grenade.
Enemy's taking Bravo. Enemy's securing Bravo.
Taking fire. Flash out.
I cooked this for my partner. I helped my boyfriend with this. That makes the woman invest.
Semtex out.
We control two objectives. Enemies taking Bravo.
Throwing Semtex.
UAV online.
It's not about being
Enemies securing Bravo.
never needs anything.
Securing Charlie. Lost Bravo.
Semtex out.
Securing objective. Taking Alpha. Alpha.
Changing max. On your six.
Throwing Semtex.
We're losing Charlie. Taking Bravo. Enemy took Charlie. Objective Bravo secure.
Reloading.
Enemy taking Bravo.
Requesting
Friendly
recon.
UAV on station. Taking Charlie.
Bloody fox. Semtex out.
Objective Bravo is compromised. Get it back. Enemy taking Alpha. Objective Bravo. Taking Alpha.
Bills are paid and
Taking Bravo.
they're provided for. He is making sure that all of their needs are met.
NDKIA.
The enemy has captured two objectives. Get them secure. Securing objective Bravo. We control Bravo.
Taking
Semtex out.
Makes his family.
Throwing flash grenades.
Bravo. Enemy taking Alpha.
Disconnect to stay calm when
Effective fight.
Enemy securing Bravo. We've lost Alpha.
Throwing Semtex. Flash out.
Securing objective Alpha. Enemy taking Bravo. Alpha secure.
Deployed. Trophy system online.
Friendly UAV on station.
My friend.
Objective Bravo.
Semtex out.
Enemy securing Bravo.
Throwing flash grenades.
something
We're losing Alpha.
mind to escape from
Enemy taking Bravo.
once a month. A friend recommended it to me, and it's one of the best things
Turret down.
you to have a day for yourself.
Compromised. Get it back. We're losing Alpha. Securing objective Bravo. Enemies taking Alpha. Securing objective Charlie.
Grenade, get back.
We're losing Alpha.
Throwing Semtex. Flash out.
Securing Bravo. We're losing Charlie. We're taking Alpha. And you. Objective Charlie is compromised. Get it back. Hold
CZ
all
mark.
objectives.
Airdrop
Get it
inbound.
back. Securing objective Alpha. We control Alpha. Securing objective Bravo. UAV standing by.
Western recon files.
Taking Bravo.
Semtex out.
Halfway mission complete. Finish it.
Pushing your stick.
The enemy holds two objectives. Secure those.
Grenades. Good as new.
Bravo.
Throwing flash grenade. Throwing Semtex. Grenade, get back. My friend. Visual on target.
Bravo. Friendly UAV on station.
Trophy system active. Fire.
Objective Bravo. Objective Bravo secure. Enemy taking Alpha. Enemy
Throwing
taking Alpha.
Semtex. Get sighted.
Bravo. Mosquito losing Alpha. Bravo. Securing objective Charlie. Charlie secure. Lost Alpha.
Fire.
We're taking Bravo. Securing objective Bravo. Taking Bravo.
Flash out.
Hold Bravo.
Contact.
Securing Bravo.
It's not as exciting as you think, but it
Throwing flash.
uninterested guys who sometimes treat them poorly, but stir up a roller
Checks out.
coaster.
Throw a flash grenade.
Enemies taking Bravo.
Hostile eliminated. That checks out. Reload. Flash out.
Bravo is
Long-term economic security, but doesn't spark any interest in this women's sector.
securing objective Bravo.
5 minutes. Stun incoming. Stun incoming.
We're losing Charlie. The enemy took Charlie. Taking Alpha. Enemy securing Bravo. All objectives. We're taking Bravo. Taking Charlie. Securing objective Charlie. Enemy taking Bravo.
Throwing sentry.
Hostile hold all objectives. Get him. Taking Charlie. Securing objective
Changing max. Flash out. Enemy KIA.
Trophy system online.
That checks out.
Enemy
Most of you have. Men are
Hostile eliminated.
I don't like the idea of a man being alone. Does things right. You shouldn't have to
Good enough.
here are not good.
We'll talk about it.
There are options you can consider before
I'm coming, dude.
travel. Also,
Kills with us. Greatest in the world, Craig, in the world.
I think you can try to explore your options. Now, about getting married. You have the option of a prenuptial agreement, or simply telling her you don't want to get married and that you can live together. Many women accept this too. What I'm saying is that
I had to fuck with him. I had to. I had to do it. I had to do it.
just be smart and protect yourself. But more than ever, we need to
Ah!
straighten out this country. That's my opinion. I respect everyone's views. I'll read your thoughts in the comments. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about there being no good men on the market? What is your reason for having abandoned dating? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.
What did y'all do with right up?
While Trump brags about how rich he is,
You didn't come into office today.
to lower taxes for big billionaires, Kamala Harris will cut taxes for 100 million families.
And unlike Donald Trump, I will always put working families first.
Hey, what's what's up guys, Rep here. So no shock, we're going to be covering some more localizer related drama because this situation keeps getting crazier and crazier. Now the war against bad localizations and mistranslations will continue for many years to come.
Kill confirmed.
Semtex out!
Video for you here today titled "She Thought Divorce Was a Good Idea Until She..."
Secure the lead. Confirms that one.
Got contact!
They go out there, they marry a guy, maybe they
Throwing flash grenade! Semtex out! Trophy system online!
So here we have a video of a woman who got a divorce.
Throwing Semtex!
Friendly UAV on station.
My ex over here.
Unfortunate name that is.
Tag secure. Kill confirmed.
Got your back.
That is definitely a wild
As far as like taking care of these people. And then she want to play sports. I mean,
KIA.
16.
Right incoming!
Kill confirmed.
Okay. What is going on? Tell me the backstory.
Flash out!
And the children live.
Stun grenade! Semtex out!
Only half our kids can read at grade level, and what's Alyssa's let men compete against our girls in their sports.
Friendly
Slack can
precision
men
airstrike
use instead of fixing
Got contact! My friend! Semtex out! Flash out! Reload!
Why does the relationship
Semtex out! Reload! Charge your mind!
Kill confirmed.
when they do this?
Taking fire! Taking fire!
Swimming. is.
Trophy system out.
Drama. So the relationship ends.
Easy mark. Airdrop inbound. Change your bag.
Mission time is half over. Maintain the
So not only does he
Wilson ready to deploy.
Take your fire.
Our counter UAV is active. Friendly UAV on station.
Droid Semtech. Out zone mark. Send it.
The way she's talking, the way she's
Friendly bomb drone is online.
to spend any time around. She's been, inhaling things for many years. Yet she manages to get that isn't even hers. So she's gone, she's just basically knows what she's doing.
Mosquito is online.
On child support. I believe they have a bit of a
Trophy system online.
You know why?
Reload.
By the way, men don't typically put women on.
Hostiles deployed a mosquito.
They would rather financially support everything by they already know who is receiving payments to her, and we as men.
Flash out.
If you're
Mosquito deployed.
people that you don't like, in my opinion, you don't want to spend any time around people that you don't like. There's no compromising, there's no this or that. You just don't want to talk to them. But let's continue.
Got your six, mate! All right. Not to receive or pay child support.
Yeah, so check this out. The dude said that he didn't want to. And what does...
Cover your six.
I don't believe that we should guys, again, I'm
Vote now at an early vote center by dropping your ballot in a secure drop box or by mail. Find a location nearest you at DetroitVotes.org.
You might not think the mother should pay child support to the father, but best believe she's gonna make you pay today.
You're the father. I'll get to you in just a moment, and we'll touch on that comment you just made.
Your Highness, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff I have to deal with. She don't want to do nothing for the children. Nothing.
Okay. Now, Mr. Lewis, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her and she gets to tell me her side?
Now, I want you to hear what she got to say right quick, because it ain't gonna be too much of nothing. I just need you to help me with this insurance.
Health insurance and child support, right?
I ain't gonna really push that, but and you know, with you being the judge, Your Honor, you can push that child support, because we need a little help. We need a little help.
Okay.
It's hard out here.
All right. Well, can I move over to her?
Yes, please.
All right.
That's really funny. Before we continue to the demon here, the dude, notice what he says, right? He says, I'm just going to let her speak. Go over to her. She, you know, that's totally fine. She's going to say what she's going to say. And what he did is he assumes that the judge is going to come to the reasonable conclusion here because he knows the woman is crazy. This is what I've been saying on the channel many different times, guys, is like, a lot of these people, you just need to let them talk, you know? Like the bad people, the people who do this sort of nonsense, so egregiously as well. It's like, if you just let these women talk, they tell on themselves, right? At the start of this conversation, she literally says earlier, well, the mother shouldn't pay the child support, he should pay the child support. I don't believe a woman should really do that, is her stance on this particular matter. And so, I think this is a great idea. Let these women speak. Let them, you know, say their positions so you can hear how stupid the positions really are, guys. You know, this is why I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this video, perhaps you've heard of people like Matt Walsh, right? They go out there and they ask very simple questions to the individuals, and their answers tell you everything that you need to know. For example, Matt Walsh, I believe he came out with a whole thing, and it was titled, What is a Woman? And he would literally just go around to all of these different liberals and ask them, what is a woman? And of course, they had no answer for it. So, like, you just let these people talk, man, and they'll bury themselves so damn quickly. But let's jump into what Evangeline has to tell us.
Hello, great evening, sunshine. Is it really my turn? You ready to be done? Okay.
We don't care.
So, after that, I do come and pick up the children every weekend. I also pick them up on Wednesdays, correct? What are you doing? You're talking to me right now. You're not talking to him. I pick them up every Wednesday and on the weekends. Okay. So that's when he go out and do his own nasty finagling with the money that I do send him. The children still call me for assistance financially because the money that I do send them. How much money do you send them on a monthly basis? $750 a month.
$55.
All on top of the insurance that I pay a month. And
So this woman is saying that she sends $750. I just want to say this right off the bat. Number one, I don't believe her. The man literally said 50. So which is it? Is she sending him 750? Or is she sending him 50? I'm more inclined to believe that she's sending him 50. Also, he's shaking his head when the woman says, I get them every Wednesday and every weekend. I'm also not inclined to really believe that, to be honest with you. And then what else do we have here? There was something else that was particularly ridiculous in there. I can't quite recall. Let's run it back a couple of seconds and then we'll continue.
$55.
All on top of the insurance that I pay a month. And he just got a new car. Okay. And I believe he is about to move. But he would need a car for the transportation of food. There was absolutely nothing wrong with the... How do you know nothing? Because nothing was wrong with his car?
She doesn't know if something was wrong with the car. She's just saying that because she's upset that he got a new one that she doesn't even know if he used her money for.
Because he only makes what? A garbage? You pick up garbage, drop off garbage? Okay, you don't have to shade him. No shade. That is not your patient, ma'am. I'm not. No tea, no shade.
My job is waste management. Watch you try and trip is waste.
Pick up trash, drop off trash, and then pick up trash and pay for it with my coinage. So I don't feel that I need to pay him anything extra. Okay, let me ask you a question. How long
Wait, was her logic here that because the man is working, then she shouldn't have to pay anything on top of that? You know, I just want to say this. But, you know, so the men are just required to pay you even if you're worth it.
Semtex out! Taking rounds! Tossing Semtex! Throwing flash! Swapping mags!
What, 750 bucks? I revolver. Particular amount. You know what I'm saying? Like, our counter unit under fire! Compared to a lot of dudes around there, really not
Semtex out! Semtex. Changing mag.
Oftentimes they go recently about more and more, less and less or economically who go out here, they still make their and then what they do is maybe they decide
Semtex out!
she been giving
Might not
this
see me
man
the rest of the
$750 a month? Or is his account true that it's only $700 or so dollars?
There's only $785 that's been given the whole year.
Got him! Got him!
Have you?
I was involved in areas of pro-life advocacy for more than 10 years, but what concerns me is Project 2025 is not pro-life, it's pro-control of women. I feel that the government tracking a woman's pregnancy is the most invasive idea possible, and
Have you guys noticed that some of my videos have gone missing over here on YouTube? That is because I am slowly moving them over to locals where I can actually host them without the risk of getting in trouble. If you are not aware, many creators are starting to move over to places like the locals, Rumble, etc. because YouTube is not really a free speech platform. So if you are interested in supporting the channel and getting access to videos that are no longer available here, make sure that you come and join us over on Locals. The link will be in the video description down below. Supporters get access to their own exclusive videos that are no longer available to the public. So make sure you go to the link in the description and join us over there now. But anyway, guys, back to today's episode. And there it is. I love how quickly this comes out, by the way. No, she hasn't been paying this amount. The whole entire amount over the course of this whole year hasn't even added up to $800. And bear in mind, guys, I want to stress this, okay? This dude, let me go back and find him. This man, where is he? There he is, on the right-hand side here, has been looking after 3 children, again, one of which isn't even his damn child, and he's been looking after it for a year. 3 children for a year as a man who works in waste management. Now, I don't know like what particular position this guy had in waste management, but depending on your position as well, as far as I know, this can be quite a difficult job. And also, I want to stress this too. Jobs like this, guys, you know, oftentimes the women will pick up a fuss or they won't date dudes who work these particular jobs because they're quote-unquote not glamorous enough. Which, of course, I think is a stance that's absolutely disgusting. A lot of these guys who work labor jobs and things like this, I really don't like how people disrespect them. Going back to the end of their relationship, this woman probably thought that she deserved better. She's gonna kick up a fuss about absolutely everything, ruin the quote-unquote vibe of the home as it were, you know, disrupt the peace. Because she probably thought that she could do better than this guy. Oh, my man only works in waste management. I can definitely see that being the thought process here. A lot of these women, they feel like they deserve men who are not doing these labor jobs because they don't view them as glamorous enough, right? They want to be they want to be able to show off to their friends. They don't want to say, oh, well, my man works in waste management. For them, it's embarrassing, even if it's a very important job a lot of the time, which of course is disgusting. Like, these are the men, again, these are the men who run society, guys. These are the men who continue to make sure that infrastructure works, that everything is running smoothly in day-to-day society. But people just don't have respect for them, which is really sad. Let's keep going.
He's only given $785 for the entire whole year. Okay. And Dad is being truthful about them living with him and everything like that, right? Okay. So you asked for back child support, so we are going to grant the back child support to Dad because based on his testimony as well as his witness's testimony, you've only given $785. You didn't bring anything in here with me, any receipts to show that, well, here's the deal about evidence. Testimonial evidence is still evidence. So until you bring something that can go against what he said, I have to assume it's true because you guys raise your hand and feel that you would tell the truth, right? So that's what we're going to do. You're going to reimburse him. I will give you credit for the $785. Now, if you bring something in here to show different, you can do different. But
she won't. She won't bring anything different in here. She won't show any form of receipts. You know why, guys? Excuse me as I bump my microphone there. You know why she won't bring in the receipts? Because she doesn't have any. Because she hasn't been paying the amount that she is supposed to be paying. Again, one of the kids isn't even his damn kid. So it's very interesting how this works, actually. The man can give testimonial evidence, and unless she has someone to refute it, then you know they just have to run with what the man says. This is peak comedy, guys. This is the kind of stuff that makes me smile from ear to ear. And notice how happy he gets. I love that shot back there when he's like dancing and everything, and then the woman's face is just like, "Are you serious? Are you absolutely serious?" I wonder what exact amount he's actually going to begin receiving now, because again, I thought $750, $950 a month. I thought this was actually a low amount typically, or at least I have been seeing dudes get screwed over for way larger amounts than this. So let's keep going.
$150. I mean, excuse me, $785. You subtract that from what it should be for the past year. It's $8,215 that you owe in back child support that is going to be paid to him monthly at a rate of $100. Then on top of that, how much is it that you make a year? Yeah, you just took it, right? $200,000 a year. Okay, thank you.
How much was that? Let me just wind that back for a second so I can hear that again.
You just took it, right?
$200,000 a year is what you make.
Okay, thank you. Now, nothing else while I'm talking. Okay, thank you. But they just health insurance, $200. You get credit for that. Your child support, because you capped out, is going to come out to $2,760 plus the $100 reimbursement, bringing your amount to $2,860 per month.
There it is, guys. $2,860 she is on the hook to pay. And look how happy this dude is, man. He's having a great old time. He's dancing because he knows now that he's actually going to receive financial assistance from the woman. And you know what, guys? If these women come out here and they start saying, well, that ain't fair, that's not fair, how come he gets paid so much damn money? Not my problem. This is what a healthy dose of equality looks like. Absolutely beautiful episode here. Guys, we're going to be leaving it there. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.
There's been a big, like, kind of shift of a lot of people trying to basically just pretend to be rich. Like, it's just it's so weird.
This is my morning routine. I'm currently waking up at 5:30. I'm reading the 5 a.m.